first, I want to get clear here on just a little bit of your background. You list one of your clients as the Saudi Arabian petrostate government. Is that correct?
Yes, I did work for them several years ago.
And you also wrote a paper titled, "When It Comes to Energy, the Stupidity of the Biden Administration Knows No End."
Yes, I did write
great.
that.
All right. So I didn't hear in your testimony any real answers, to be quite honest, on what, I mean, aside from the environmental regulations, as everyone has been saying, we know that it's crystal clear that it's not the environmental regulations. I don't hear an answer, or a thoughtful answer, on why Californians are paying such high gas prices over the last fall.
Well, that's a great question, and hopefully I can answer that for you. When we take a look at the California gas prices, as Professor Bornstein said, it's not at the refinery level. The spread between refinery cost and wholesale cost is minute, except during particular periods of stress. And if you take a look at one of our exhibits that we have for you, you can see that representation. And that would be on slide 13. So we can see the very, very close correlation for that. The cost is a buildup. That's what I think, and I think that's what Bornstein is telling us too.
So what is the evidence to provide that answer?
It's a cumulative buildup. So if we take a look at slide number 6, we see a comparison between the national average and the California average, but then just a simple disgorgement where we take the national average and we take the California average and we back out federal taxes and we back out and assume 10 cents a gallon at the gas station level for profit, and then we begin to take out all of the California charges. And so we reconcile to within 96% of the national average. So what we're really looking at is a lot of regulatory overhead that gets built in and pushed and layered all the way to the end of the pump. So throughout that process, which looks like this, what Professor Bornstein and Professor Sweeney has said, and what my research indicates, is that the legislation we're considering is up here, but the spread is really thin, and it's really not going to generate any significant money. The costs, this mystery surcharge, as it's referred to, occurs downstream. It's here. It's the layering of the cost as product moves through. And ultimately, when somebody's running a gas station, Senator, they have to pay their utilities, they have to pay their rent, they have to pay their taxes. They're going to load it up.
Okay, well, I thank you for that answer. Not necessarily that I agree or I think that's crystal clear for folks. I still feel like, there's lots of questions that need to be answered. The data, the transparency needs to be done, and we certainly don't have that.